The Indian city of Prayagraj is preparing to host a staggering 400 million people in what could be the world's largest religious gathering. The Maha Kumbh, a 6-week Hindu festival, draws pilgrims from far and wide to take part in prayers and religious processions. It will take place on the banks of Prayagraj, where the Ganges and Yamuna rivers meet. A central part of rituals involves bathing in the confluence of the rivers.
कुंभ च भी कोई आपदे कोई जन्मां दी चल मन दी साफी हो जाती है बाबा जी लेके आए नाल आ गए असी कदी असी जिंदगी च भी नहीं देखा सी साडे दिल नूं लग्गा भी देख आईए।
यहाँ की व्यवस्थाएं और यहाँ का क्लाइमेट और यहाँ आने के बाद मैंने गंगा में स्नान किया, मुझे लगा कि मेरे शरीर में एक अनोखी ऊर्जा मुझे प्राप्त हुई। मैं व्यक्तिगत अनुभव अपना आपको शेयर कर रहा हूँ, मुझे बहुत ही अच्छा लगा और एक एनर्जेटिक महसूस हुआ।
Ishan Garg joins us live now from New Delhi. Ishan, what makes the Maha Kumbh such a significant festival?
Well, first of all, what makes religious festival like this is the sheer scale of it. As you mentioned, 400 million people are expected to attend this month-long festival in Prayagraj, which will make it the largest religious congregation anywhere else in the world. And what's particularly special about this year's Maha Kumbh is the rarity of the event. Now, a congregation like this, Maha Kumbh, happens once in 12 years, but the pundits here, they've been saying that the special auspiciousness attached to this Maha Kumbh has only taken place in the past 144 years, which is why you will see tens of millions of pilgrims making their way to Prayagraj from all across the country. What's also interesting to note about the Kumbh festival is that it's the only festival in the country where all different sects of Hinduism, they converge to celebrate this festival. Mainly, most people come here to take a bath at the confluence of the holy rivers Ganga and Yamuna. But for the tens of millions of people, it's also an opportunity to see the various strands of Hinduism that make this one complete religion. And it's the scale, it's the rarity, and it's also the cultural and religious significance of this event which makes it very special, because the pilgrims come here believing that after taking a dip in the holy waters, their sins will be washed away and they will be released from the cycle of afterbirth, which is a key concept in Hinduism.
Ishan, religious significance for the devotees, but for local officials, the logistics are surely an enormous task. How are they preparing for up to 400 million people visiting over 6 weeks?
Well, it's a task like no other. Managing 400 million people in a country where you've seen many religious congregations facing issues of all sorts, all the way from crowd control to managing the possibility of stampedes happening to security. That's all a big concern for the local security officials. And that's why we have seen a massive amount of money is now being spent to make sure that the month-and-a-half-long festival goes through smoothly. Some $800 million are being invested in the Kumbh project, and it's going to be a collaboration between the federal government led by Narendra Modi and also the state government led by Mr. Yogi Adityanath. In terms of preparation, infrastructure spending has been huge. The government says that it has created 30 new bridges, it has beautified or constructed 72 new highways and roads, and apart from that, within the area where the devotees are going to be gathering, that whole section has been designated as its own district. A new judicial entity has been created, a new jurisdiction rather has been created, and within that we will see deployment of 50,000 police officers. A makeshift hospital has been set up with a capacity of handling 300 patients at once, and on top of that we're also hearing the government saying that they have installed thousands of CCTV cameras with facial recognition technology to make sure that crowd control can be done properly, and also to make sure that if people do get lost at the festival, they can be found promptly.
Ishan, you mentioned the Prime Minister. Now, India has no official state religion, but Hinduism is the dominant religion. And certainly for Mr. Modi's BJP party as well. How has Prime Minister Modi been promoting this particular event?
Well, we have seen Prime Minister Narendra Modi urge all members of the Hindu community, but rather all people of India to come out. And he has said that the Maha Kumbh festival is going to be a show of unity. He has said in a public address that this is going to be a festival where people will be able to take a dip in the holy waters, forgetting about their caste, creed, or even their social status. So that's a message of unity. But apart from that, we're also seeing the state government reaching out to various ministers across the country, inviting high-profile people from across the country to attend the festival, really making a big push to make sure that the festival is not only a success on a religious level for the devotees, but it's also a massive spectacle. The government has said that this festival is going to be an opportunity for India to showcase the religiosity of the Hindu faith on a global level. And many experts have said that though this is not a political event by any stretch of the imagination, it certainly has political connotations because Mr. Modi's Bharatiya Janata Party's core voter base comes from the Hindu majority community in the country. And by delivering this festival successfully, analysts say that his party could get a major boost in two main regional elections coming up this year.
Oh, thanks. Ishan Garg reporting live from New Delhi ahead of this, the world's possibly largest religious gathering soon to take place.